Hello, my most amazing artists. Today we are going to be using lines and shape to create monster drawings. So what you need for this project is some colors, a pencil, and paper. Gather up your supplies and let's start drawing some monsters. Okay, my amazing artists, to make our monsters today, you can use whatever colors that you have available. Today I'm going to be using markers, but of course you could use crayons, paints, colored pencils, whatever you have on hand. And we're going to be drawing our monster using our basic shapes. So for our bunny rabbit, we learned what a semicircle was. A semicircle, it looks like a circle, except it's cut in half, so it has one flat side. So we're going to be taking a semicircle today to make the bottom mouth of our monster. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my finger at the top of my paper. You should too. And we're going to travel down right about here, kind of in the middle. And then I'm going to move my finger left and right to create a horizontal line. That's going to be part of our semicircle. So once I've drawn that with my finger a few times, I can take my pencil and I can draw that horizontal line that goes left and right across my paper, just like that. Now, I need to turn this into a semicircle. So instead of our semicircle going in a rainbow arch upward, it's going to go downward like this. It's going to look a little bit like a bowl. So I'm going to be making a curved line that goes down on one end of my line and to the other end. Practice that with your finger a few times and then you can take your pencil and you can draw that line. Now if I am moving too fast for you, you can always pause the video and catch up. This is going to be the bottom jaw of my monster. Now I'm going to take my finger, I'm going to put it on the corner of my semicircle and I'm going to come in just a little bit, like right here. And I'm going to put a little mark where my finger was, just a little tiny mark. Maybe you can't see that, just like that. Do the same thing on this side. Finger on the corner, it's coming in just a little bit, and a little tiny mark. Now where those marks are is where I'm going to make another semicircle. So you practice with your finger, mark to mark. And then I'm going to draw that with my pencil. Now I'm imagining that my monster has some kind of silly underbite, so I'm going to be making some triangle shapes for his teeth coming upwards off of my bottom semicircle. So I can practice that with my finger a few times. A triangle is having a diagonal line that goes up to a point and back down. So I'm going to draw a couple of teeth. I'll put one right here, up and down, little triangle shapes across the bottom. I might put a little tiny snaggletooth over here. Okay, I like that. Now I want my monster to be a little goofy, so instead of giving him 2 eyes, I'm going to give him 3 eyes. So I'm going to do 3 small dots. One here, maybe one over here. You can put your dots wherever you want. And one right here. Now we know those little tiny black dots are the pupil, and we have to make circles around those dots. So I'm going to go ahead and make my circles around my dots. Look at that. I could give each one of these an eyebrow if I want to. What if I did a slanty diagonal line eyebrow like this and a horizontal eyebrow like this? Now he looks like an angry monster. I'm going to give my monster some horns. So I'm going to do some triangle shapes on the top again. Maybe these could be ears if you wanted to. I'm going to give them 3. And I'm going to add some lines on the inside of this triangle to make them look like horns. Pretty funny, right? Now you could do anything else that you want with your monster. He could have ears or hair if you want. I don't like this eyebrow, so I'm going to erase it. And now I'm going to do his body. So at the bottom of my monster, I'm going to make 2 diagonal lines that start at the bottom of the semicircle and come down to the bottom of the page. 1, 2. And I want him to be wearing a stripy shirt, or maybe it's a stripy body. And of course, I'm going to give him some arms. I'm going to do a diagonal line up, coming off the body on each side, and I'm going to give him some twinkle fingers. There we go. We just drew a kind of silly looking three-eyed monster. So now I'm going to take a black marker and I'm going to outline my monster. We learned last week, or with the bunny picture, that outlining means you're going over the top of all of your pencil marks so that they can stand out more in your drawing. So I'm going to do outlining. You don't have to outline if you don't want to. It is up to you. Okay, so I'm all done outlining, so now I'm going to add in my color. You can color in your monster however you want. So, have fun coloring. Okay, so I just finished coloring in my monster and I used whatever colors I felt like using while I was working on this. So you can use whatever colors you want. There's really no wrong way to color in your monster. You could have a pink monster, a red monster, a blue monster, and orange monster. I tried to use as many colors as I could. So I've got a red monster that is loving some pink stripes and orange stripes. And then in the background around my monster, I used different types of lines and colors just to give a little bit of interest in the background. So I did some yellow and orange zigzags and green spirals. And that's all there is to it. You could make tons of different monsters using all of these shapes and colors. Have fun! That's all there is to it. You've just made a fun monster drawing using shapes and colors. So enjoy making your monster, snap a picture of it. I want to see what you're making. Goodbye, my most amazing artists.